Hey everyone, I'm E.
I'm Tina.
We are the people behind Tina and E Travels.
Basically, we are a husband-wife team that mostly vlog about food, events, and traveling. We had asked if people had questions they wanted us to answer, and we did get quite a few, and we'll answer some of them right now. First question, how did we meet? So it's kind of cliche, but we met at a party while we were in our last year of college.
Yeah, I believe so.
Last year of college, but we didn't start dating until probably like 2 years after that.
Nope.
And we weren't even friends.
Yeah, I didn't even know her. She was a stranger to me. Second question is, how long have we been married for?
We got married in 2014, so we've been married for 5 years.
5 years is how long I have been with her. Question number 3, do we have kids?
No, we don't.
Not yet. That's why we're traveling so much. Because everyone that we talk to is like, oh, travel as much as you want because you guys don't have kids. And here we are, traveling and stuff. The fourth question, what made you think of doing travel vlogs?
So we actually travel quite a bit, and we never really thought to do travel vlogs. But then we kept getting questions on what to do, what to eat, where to go. So we figured, why not just start vlogging our travels and kind of share all our travels with everyone. Next question is, what is your vlogging camera?
So our vlogging camera we use is a Sony a5000. It's a little on the old side for modern cameras, but this is what I use because it has a flip screen. Look at that, that's so cool. And then I also use my Nikon. That's what I'm using to record right now. It's excellent. So that's what we use for most of our traveling.
Question number 6, who edits your videos? This guy.
I edit all of it. It is time consuming, but I mean, I like doing it. Once you get the hang of editing the programs and such, it's really easy. I'm not even like kidding, it's super easy.
Number 7, where is your dream destination?
My dream destination, it was actually Japan, and we went there 2 years ago, back in 2017. And I just love Japan. I love it for like the culture, the cars, especially the cars. Like that's like it's just the culture. I love like Japan.
For me, I have a bucket list of places I would like to visit, but on top of that list was Japan and South Korea, and we've been to both. So you can say my dreams came true for my dream destination. I like to go to places where I can hike or walk, and I feel like because I'm such a busybody, that's my relaxation.
So question number 8, what is our next travel destination?
So obviously we're going to France, Belgium, and Amsterdam coming up at the end of March. But we also have smaller trips lined up for the year. We're planning on going to Chicago in May, and also possibly Colorado sometime in the summer. And I'm also going on a girls trip to Los Angeles, and I'll be vlogging by myself for the first time, so that'll be interesting. We're already talking about next year, and we kind of want to go back to South Korea and Japan, but more focused on like in South Korea we want to go to Busan, and in Japan we want to go to Kyoto and Osaka.
But anyways, yeah, we'll be going to Japan maybe in 2020, hopefully, if everything plans out correctly. Definitely go check out Osaka and Kyoto if we're there, because we were just in Tokyo and that was just amazing. And then if we have time, we're gonna go visit my brother-in-law, her brother, in Yokosuka. He's not in the military or anything, but he's just there just to...
Yeah, he just lives there.
Yeah, he just lives in Japan.
Yeah.
So that's why we're pretty excited to go. Again, question number 9, what is your favorite food?
Sushi.
Sushi? I would say sushi too, but man, it's a tie between sushi and like Korean food. But I would definitely go on the side of sushi. I just love sushi. After like having sushi in Japan, definitely ruins it here. It's definitely not the same as in Japan. Question number 10, where do you find all the hot spots to eat?
So I actually do all the research before we go and film, and I do a lot of it by word of mouth if we have recommendations from people, or I simply just Google or go on Pinterest. It's the easiest way to find places to try out, and I just go and read reviews, and if people are raving about it, we check it out and we just kind of film how it goes. And if it's not good, most of the time we don't film it just because it's a waste and we feel like it's not worth sharing if it's not good.
Yeah. So question 11, if there was only one seat remaining at Goji and only serving one more person, who gets to eat? Me or Tina?
Obviously it's me. Why would he starve me?
Yeah.
Just kidding. So Goji is a Korean restaurant in Chicago, in case you didn't know what that is. But obviously it would be me.
Yeah, it would be. So question number 12, tips for saving money for traveling.
So there's a couple ways you can save money, and we find that if you're trying to save money by putting money in your bank, it's not really helpful if your savings account is attached to your card, because then it either gets transferred to your checking or you use it up because it's attached to your card. So what we tend to do is we'll have a travel jar and we'll label the top with the destination we want to go to. And every paycheck, we make it a habit to take out money to put in this jar. That's basically what we do, and we don't ever touch it. So that's how we typically save money for somewhere we want to go. So if you're actually really bad with saving, because if you know you have money and you want to touch it, or if you have savings account attached to your cards and you know, oh no, I'm gonna take money out because I have access to it, you can actually open up a CD, and you can open up a CD where you can deposit money into it, but you can't take money out. And usually they'll let you take money out once a year, and that should be the only time you ever take money out, is if when you go on that trip is when you take that money out. So this type of CD, you can look it up at your bank, and they should have some type of CD like that, and it won't be attached to any cards or anything like that. So that's also the best way to save if you're really bad at saving.
Question 13, what are some tips to travel around the world?
We actually have quite a few tips, but we're just gonna say our top 3. First one is to rent a pocket Wi-Fi. So with a pocket Wi-Fi, you can actually rent it from a company like Tap Wireless, which we used in Iceland. Or if you were fortunate enough, when you rent at Airbnb, your host will provide you with one. So when you rent your Airbnb, you can also check to see if they do offer one for you. And if they do, it's free of charge. But if they don't, you can rent one like Tap Wireless, where it's actually relatively cheap. I think we spent like maybe $100.
Yep, $100 for
$100 for like a week
Yep.
or so going to Iceland. Or you can get the international plan on your phone. Fortunately, we have T-Mobile and it's already included, so we don't have to pay extra for that. But I know others like AT&T, you would have to add it for like an additional $40. But if you have T-Mobile, you're good. Number 2 would be tipping. Most countries don't tip, and that's because they're already paid a regular wage. So you don't need to add additional tipping because they see serving as their regular job and what they're supposed to do, so they don't live off the tips. So when we went to Iceland, Japan, South Korea, we didn't have to tip at all. And it was actually pretty great because we saved a lot of money by not tipping. Wherever you're going to, most of the time you don't have to tip. Number 3 would be wherever you travel to, try to learn at least a little bit of the language, at least saying hello, goodbye, thank you, you're welcome. By knowing just those 4, it can help you a lot. It can get you very far because most of the time people are very friendly and they're really not that mean unless they truly don't understand what you're saying. Then they can be kind of rude, but most of the time it's just because of the language barrier. So I would say let it go, don't let it ruin your trip. But yeah, that's just learn the 4 things and you'll be good. Most of the time people will help you anyways.
Yeah, they're really helpful. You know, I think only, you know, for example, like one incident we had was just in South Korea when we were waiting for a taxi. We got in the taxi and we're explaining to this taxi guy that he didn't, you know, just to see where, you know, if he could take us to a location. He didn't really understand what we were saying, so we were just like, no, just get out. And then we got out. We understood. It's like, you know, it's a language barrier. But luckily we got a taxi.
Yeah, so
right
the
away.
next taxi came and took us.
Understood.
I think we were going to Seoul Station. So those are our top 3, and you can read the rest on my blog.
Right here.
Okay, so that's the end of our questions, and the next thing we're going to talk about is just a little bit about Paris. We are going at the end of March, and we'll be vlogging a lot and trying a lot of different things. And we'll try to post every day. Not really a promise, but it depends how fast we get done with the videos. But follow us here in order to see all our videos, our blogs about Paris.
And if you guys have like any suggestions in Paris, comment below and let us know, because that would be really helpful. You know, we'll definitely give you a shout out too if you give us a suggestion and we actually hit that suggestion in Paris. So thanks for, you know, watching and following us. We really appreciate it. Thanks.
Bye.